Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Nikolai. Today, I want to talk about a tweet that Reckful did a few days ago. If you don't know who he is, he's arguably the best rogue to ever play World of Warcraft. He's got a huge following of over 300,000 people on Twitter, and his account was banned, which makes this kind of a controversial topic. In his profile on Twitter, his real name is Byron Bernstein. Says he's one of the highest rating players in World of Warcraft, now the creator of Everland. So he got a 3K rating in World of Warcraft, and he was one of the first people to do that. To break that down for people, he got it in arenas. You can do 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3. You grab a partner, you enter the arena, and you fight other groups. He got 3K, so a 3K rating. Most players are satisfied or can't push much higher than 2K. So once you get 2K, it's something that you can gloat about. You can say, look, I got 2K. With higher ratings, you get gear, or you can buy certain mounts. Some World of Warcraft servers pride themselves on PvP. So if you're trying to join, a guild and, they're PvP related, you can say, look, I've got this achievement. They'll say, oh my God, dude, like, that's great. Like, we definitely want you. It's something people do gloat about, and it's something that does impress, the crowds. So the tweet that he said the other day was this. He said, hey, Warcraft, I've been banned for account sharing for 4 long years. Any chance of an unban? Not just tweeting this for attention. I miss my character. I spent 8 years on him. As somebody who was a Blizzard Game Master from September 2015 to February 2018, my first thought was, this is not the right way to go about it. Why are you publicly doing this on Twitter? Blizzard doesn't want to be bashed by all of these followers when they give you the answer that nobody wants to hear. And I just thought privately this would be handled way differently, but I understand why he did it this way. After watching a few YouTube videos of him, he did contact Blizzard. Of course he streamed it, but you can't really be mad at the guy. He's a streamer. This is his form of income. This is what he does. And truth be told, I actually really like the guy. I think he's a good streamer. I think he's got a lot of passion for the game. And he lives in Austin, Texas. I lived in Austin, Texas for a few years. Texas is one of the best states ever. There's a lot about this guy I do like. I just think, he might have made a few wrong moves in the past, but he's definitely grown as a person. The story behind it is this. He knew somebody, whether it was a friend or not, and that friend was a paladin. Reckful is a rogue, and the point I guess he was trying to make to his stream or to whoever was that paladins are very easy to play, and I can log onto this guy's account, play as paladin, and I can get a good rank. So that's what he did. He logged onto this guy's account, he played some arena matches, and let's just say he didn't lose. He won, which inevitably increased that guy's rating. Somehow, Blizzard found out about it. Somebody might have sent them a clip. People might have sent in thousands of tickets. Like, imagine how many people watch this guy every day. I'm sure it's in the thousands. And if you just take 1% of that, and 1% of those people contact Blizzard, it's going to be a huge issue. So here's what I was able to find. One day after Christmas, December 26, 2014, he contacts Blizzard CS on Twitter. He says, hello. After playing for 10 years, I was permanently banned with no warning whatsoever. I would like to speak to someone, please. Blizzard CS responded, and they said, to gain an in-game advantage, the account was warned for the same behavior previously. If that is true, and I doubt Blizzard CS is lying, because why would they? Dude, if you make a mistake once, fine, you're human. But if you do the same thing twice, I can't really feel bad for you. And they said, as such, the account action will stay. So the account's been banned. He has contacted Blizzard on a stream a couple times, as they mentioned. And one thing I would like to say is he was very polite about it. He wasn't insulting. He wasn't rude. He simply just asked questions. And he asked a whole bunch of them. This or that. And sometimes the penalty system does change with World of Warcraft or Blizzard in general. If your account's ever been banned or you've ever been actioned, you always have the right to submit an appeal ticket, and it will be reviewed by a game master. And, sometimes the action is upheld. Sometimes your account will stay banned forever, and sometimes it doesn't. If you're a player who thinks you might want to turn to the upcoming expansion Battle for Azra, take 2 minutes, go on the website, and submit a ticket. Give them the information. My name is, this. My account email was this. My account was banned for this. And, things change over time. If you could just take another look at it for me, that'd be great, and get back to me. If they get back to you with the same answer, well, you had nothing to lose. here's what you can do, and here's what he can do as well. Imagine a Blizzard account is a house. Now imagine all of the Blizzard games on that Blizzard account, Overwatch, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, they're all rooms in this house. You can have multiple World of Warcraft accounts. So in this house, you can have multiple rooms for World of Warcraft. While the upstairs room might be banned with Reckful's character on it, he can totally just, buy another World of Warcraft account. I'm sure he's got millions of dollars at this point in time. He could absolutely afford it. He could buy another World of Warcraft account and play. But why does he still want this account back? And it's because of this character, as he mentioned. He's got some cool things on this character that he mentioned in the YouTube video where he called Blizzard CS. I'll have links for him down in the description if you want to check them out. They're about 30 minutes to an hour long. One of these Warglaives has a 1% chance to drop. The other one has about a 90% chance to drop. You get it in Black Temple, and players run this over and over and over again. So it's a left one and a right one. And as I mentioned, one drops a lot, but it is extremely hard to get that last one. You figure it's a 1% drop, and if you run it 100 times a week, the chances never increase. It's always a 1%. So it technically doesn't matter how many times you run it. Your chances are always going to be the same, which is why it brings value to certain items in the game. Certain mounts in the game only have a 1% chance to drop. And when you see somebody on one of those mounts or have a piece of gear like that, you're like, holy cow, dude, how many times do you have to run it? And sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get it on your second run. It's just the way the game goes. Another thing he mentioned too was that there's a dungeon. It goes by, the abbreviation for it is ZG. And he said that he had fist weapons for his rogue, and one of the abilities of the fist weapon was that it turned you into a tiger. And he was just like, I really, really, really just want that gear. I just want to play. I just want my rogue back. And, if he did spend 8 years on him, unfortunately, some humans don't even see the age of 8. So to spend 8 years on a WoW character, the guy's got a lot of time, energy, and emotions invested into that, and it could just be one of those things where, he just really wants it. As I mentioned, things do change over time. Sometimes Blizzard, might change some of the rules, or they may say, okay, well, if something happened, take it in and we'll take a second look at it. But in some cases, nothing can be done. And here's the other thing, too, is if he was previously warned, right? Like if they warned him once before and he did it again, what happens if Blizzard gives him the account back and he does it again? Humans are extremely unpredictable. He gets the account back. I doubt he would do it again. But in theory, if he does it again, now Blizzard has to deal with this whole situation over again. I feel like this was a huge situation that happened. It's been handled, and honestly, it's like putting out a fire. There was a huge fire, they put it out, and it's done. It's over with. It's in the past. Like, we're moving forward, you're moving forward. That's the end of it. And, I can't really blame him for that. What do you guys think? This is a huge controversial topic in the WoW community. Some people say, he's done a lot for the game. He promotes the game. He genuinely likes the game. Give him another chance. And then other people are like, honestly, man, you got what you deserved. I don't feel bad for you. Let me know where you stand on this. I appreciate you stopping by, and have a great rest of your weekend.